New. You can now listen to Fox News articles. Actress Dana Delany is sharing how friend Bob Saget's death taught her to be extra cautious when dealing with a recent injury. The star, who was a good friend of Saget's for over 30 years, took to Twitter Friday showing off a black eye she got after falling down a staircase. "You should see the other guy," Delany joked when tweeting a selfie showing her bruised right eye. In a second tweet, the actress shared how the circumstances of Saget's death inspired her to get checked out to make sure she was okay. "Thank you all for your concern. I fell down some iron stairs head first, totally sober. All I could think of was poor Bob Saget," she said. "So I grabbed the handrail with my face. I was afraid it was fractured, but thankfully, no. The folks at St. John's Emergency took great care of me." Delany's fall happened a little over a week after the late comedian's cause of death was released. An autopsy report revealed the Full House alum died from head trauma, according to a statement from Saget's family and the Orange County Medical Examiner's office. "In the weeks since Bob's passing, we have been overwhelmed with the incredible outpouring of love from Bob's fans, which has been a great comfort to us and for which we are eternally grateful," the family said in a statement. "Now that we have the final conclusions from the authorities' investigation, we felt it only proper that the fans hear those conclusions directly from us." Saget accidentally hit the back of his head on something, thought nothing of it and went to sleep, the statement revealed, noting that no drugs or alcohol were involved. The Orange County Medical Examiner's office told Fox News an autopsy was performed and all testing and further studies have been completed. In consideration of the circumstances surrounding the death and after examination of the body, toxicology analysis, histology and a respiratory pathogen panel, it is my opinion that the death of Mr. Saget was the result of blunt head trauma, the medical examiner's statement said. His injuries were most likely incurred from an unwitnessed fall. A toxicology analysis did not reveal any illicit drugs or toxins. The manner of death is accident. Our condolences go out to Mr. Saget's loved ones during this difficult time. Saget was found dead in his Orlando hotel room at the Ritz-Carlton January 9, 2022, just hours after posting on Twitter about a show he had performed in Jacksonville. Authorities confirmed that no foul play was suspected at the time. The injuries to Saget's head are usually seen from a more traumatic blow than one typically sustains from a slip and fall, according to multiple media reports. Approximately 166 Americans die from traumatic brain injury-related events each day, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). It's important for people who suffer a head injury to be aware of certain signs and symptoms. Drive. Fred Davis, an emergency medicine physician at Northwell Health outside New York City, recently told Fox News. Head trauma where there is loss of consciousness can be concerning, Davis said. Specific factors that are cause for further evaluation include if the person is not back to baseline 2 hours after the injury, if there is concern for a significant enough impact to cause a fracture to the skull, if there is bruising around the eyes, vomiting more than 2 times or age greater than 65 years old. An individual should be taken for immediate medical attention if the person passed out after a blow to the head, has episodes of vomiting or is not acting right, he added. Delany, who starred on Desperate Housewives, said she was a friend of Saget's for 35 years in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter after the comic's death. Bob was one of those guys that you could just call out of the blue and get right back into the groove, and I'm so unhappy that I can't pick up the phone now to call him and say how ridiculous it is that he's dead, Delany said. Bob would think it's so absurd. But seeing the outpouring of love for Bob from friends and from all over the world, I feel like he would be so happy to be getting so much attention. That makes me laugh. Delany starred in the film for hope about scleroderma, a rare disease that Saget's sister Gay died of. Saget approached Delany with the project. After the film's release, Delany and Saget joined the board of the Scleroderma Research Foundation. I'm a bit prejudiced, but his work on behalf of scleroderma is what's going to really resonate for years to come. I think he would feel good about that because it was his legacy, especially for his sister and for his parents, Delany added.